Isabella Jimenez. And batting ninth, the left fielder, number 4, Mia Garcia. The Tigers' assistant coaches are Chad Clay, Brian Reyes, Gary Stoll, and Stephanie Stoll. Moving on to the home team, Oak Ridge High School, and their reserves. Number 10, Allie Watson. Number 12, Maddie Rivas. And number 19, Sienna Moore. And now the starters for the Trojans. Leading off the second baseman, number 15, Jessica Zalini. Batting second, the center fielder, number 2, Emery Glazer. Batting third, the shortstop, number 8, Carly Short. Batting fourth, the catcher, number 7, Brooklyn Parator. Batting fifth, the DP, number 9, Sam Alekman. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 24, Carmen Montes de Oca. Batting seventh, the first baseman, number 16, Maddie Ridge. Batting eighth, the left fielder, number 4, Gia Almont. And batting ninth, the right fielder, number 21, Kaiden Walker. And in the circle for the Trojans, number 17, Ellison Schroeder. The Trojans are assisted by Holly Smith, Kelsey Wagner, and Ella Kaleshian.
Hello and welcome in to the Division I Sac Joaquin Section Championship game. I'm Thomas Fry of Max Preps here for Inderkum and Oak Ridge. Inderkum comes into the game ranked number 10 in the section. They are the number 5 seed. Oak Ridge ranked 8th in the section. They are the 3rd seed. All right, leading off for Inderkum, first baseman Anissa Luddig. Hitting second, Mickey Garcia playing shortstop. Hitting third, playing first base, Samantha Stoll. Hitting fourth and pitching, Riley Trujillo. Hitting fifth and catching, Alexandra Jocks. Hitting sixth and the designated player, Emily Jacobus. Hitting seventh and playing the hot corner at third base, freshman Brooke Abush. Hitting eighth, playing center field, Isabella Jimenez. And hitting ninth, Mia Garcia. She's playing left field. And they will be facing Ellison Schroeder of Oak Ridge pitching. Schroeder in the circle this season, 1.67 ERA, an 8-6 record, 105 innings pitched, and 106 strikeouts. In the postseason, she's at 13 innings with 2 earned runs and 8 strikeouts. This season, she's got wins over Sheldon, Capital Christian, Del Oro, Folsom, Rockland, and Granite Bay. Just a sophomore. This is a very young team. 0 starters are seniors. Oak Ridge has just 1 senior on their team, and that's Maddie Rivas, an excellent player herself. All right, here we go. We are about to get underway. Schroeder is in the circle. She is rearing and ready to go, and she is facing Anessa Luddig. Here's the first pitch, and that is outside for a ball. 1-0. We are underway in the Division I Sac Joaquin Section Championship game. Inderkum and Oak Ridge. Luddig this year a 3.08 average. She had 3 hits in the Inderkum's second win over Enox. And that pitch is outside. And Luddig is up 2-0 in the count. She hits 308, 28 hits this year, 8 RBIs, and then 8 extra base hits, 7 doubles, and a triple. Here is the 2-0. She shows bunt, pulls back, and the umpire calls a strike. 2-1. That got just at the knee level, and the umpire was ready to go, and he called that one a strike. 2 balls and a strike. Schroeder is set. Here is the 2-1. And she grounds it to third. Montezoka fires across the diamond to Ridge for the out. 1 out here to start the ball game. And here comes the junior shortstop, Mickey Garcia.
Now batting the third baseman.
Garcia had 2 hits in Inderkum's first postseason game, a 6-0 win over Folsom. She's hitting .349 this season, 30 hits, 14 RBIs, and then 10 extra base hits, 6 doubles, and 4 triples. Here's the first pitch to her, and that one is in there for a called strike 1. Schroeder pretty much averages 1 strikeout per inning, 106 strikeouts, 105 innings for the sophomore. Here is the 0-1 pitch, and it's high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Garcia, a junior, 14 RBIs and 1 ball and 1 strike to Garcia. In her 30th game of the season, Inderkum a 22-7 record. That pitch is, she swings and misses. Strike 2, 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Garcia. One and 2. Here is the pitch. And she check swings it, and Carly Short's there at shortstop for the catch. 2 down here in the first. And the crowd is pretty much at capacity today, it looks like. I see a spot here, a spot there. But a lot of fans are out here. You can even look up in the parking garage and see fans looking in. And all the fans in the stands are taking the sun, let me tell you. 2 outs here in the first. And that one's foul to Samantha Stoll, hitting third. She's a senior first baseman and pitcher, headed to UC Santa Barbara. She's not pitching today, but she is a very good pitcher. Hitting .412 this season, 35 hits and 85 at-bats. And she has 14 extra base hits, including 5 bombs. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that one is high. 1 ball and 1 strike to Stoll. Stoll also has appeared in every game so far this year. This is her 30th. Both teams will have a chance to play in the NorCal playoffs beginning next week. Here's the pitch. That one fouled back. 1 ball and 2 strikes. As Schroeder gets ahead in the count. Schroeder pitched a complete game against Granite Bay in the section semifinals to send them here to beautiful Sacramento State Shea Stadium, home of the Hornets. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and that's high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The slugger, Riley Trujillo, waits on deck. She has 7 home runs. So Stoll has 5, Trujillo has 7. That's 12 combined between the 3 and 4 hitters. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Stoll. Here's the pitch, and that's high to the backstop, and the count's full. 3 balls and 2 strikes as the infield's coming in to check on Schroeder for a second and just give her some words of encouragement, I'm sure. And they are back to their spots. Full count. Schroeder is getting set. She's ready to work. Here is the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Schroeder gets out of the inning. 1, 2, 3. And we're headed to the bottom of the first. No score between Inderkum and Oak Ridge. You're listening to Max Preps, powered by Game Mike.
For the Tigers in the first, 3 up, 3 down.
I really want to be a sports broadcaster, but not sure how to get started.
Have you done any broadcasting before?
No, but I know I need experience, but just not sure how.
You should really download the Game Mike app. It allows anyone to create and broadcast at any time.
What games can I call?
Any youth sporting event. You can even share it out with family and friends so they can listen in.
That sounds great. I'll download today.
Hey everyone, this is Chris Rivas, co-founder of Game Mike. Thank you for listening in. Game Mike was built so any school, any program, any sport, anytime can create a live audio broadcast. We believe audio brings moments to life. Download Game Mike today in the app and Google Play Store. Game Mike, it's in the emotions.
What's up everyone? Thanks for listening into Game Mike. Action should resume as soon as your broadcaster is ready to go. This is Game Mike.
Max Preps is America's source for high school sports, and we're looking for more broadcasters out there that have an interest.
Hello and welcome back. Bottom of the first inning coming up. Ellison Schroeder with a 1-2-3 inning for Oak Ridge. to start the first. And here comes the Trojan Bats. And here is the lineup. Leading off, Jessica Scalani, the junior second baseman. Hitting second, the freshman center fielder, Emery Glaser. Hitting third, playing shortstop, sophomore, Carly Short. Hitting fourth in the cleanup spot, the freshman catcher, Brooklyn Parator. Hitting fifth, and a designated player, another freshman, Sam Alekman. Hitting sixth, sophomore third baseman, Carmen Montes de Oca. Hitting seventh, first baseman, junior, Maddie Ridge. Hitting eighth, playing left field, Gia Almont. And hitting ninth, and playing right field, it's Kaiden Walker. And on the mound, or in the circle for Inderkum, it's Riley Trujillo. She has a 5-4 record this year, a 2.48 earned run average, 103 strikeouts in 59 and a third innings. She's headed to UNLV. She has a season high 16 strikeouts in a game earlier this season. And here is Selene. And the first pitch is in there for strike one. No balls and one strike. Jessica Scalani, junior second baseman, hitting .447 this season, 5 hits in the postseason. Here is the 0-1 pitch. And it's outside. 1 ball and 1 strike to Scalani. 76 at-bats this year, 34 hits, 19 RBIs, and then 6 extra base hits, 5 doubles and a triple. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here is the pitch from Trujillo. And it's ripped foul down the line. 1 ball and 2 strikes. As Trujillo is ahead in the count. She is a strikeout pitcher who averages nearly 2 per inning. The senior headed to UNLV. 2 D1 players on this team. Over at first base is Stoll. She's committed to UC Santa Barbara. And both of them pitched in the semifinal game against Pleasant Grove, the 6-5 win, as Selene grounds it to first, and Stoll runs over, tags the bag. 1 down here in the first. And here comes Emery Glaser, the freshman center fielder.
The center fielder, number 2, Emery Glaser.
Glaser has 4 hits in the postseason so far. 2 in the first game against River City and 2 in the semifinal, the last game against Granite Bay. And she fouls that one up and out of play. 0-1. Glaser hitting .333 this season and 27 hits in 81 at-bats. And this team is young. 3 freshmen in the starting lineup. And they called up 2 more JV players, and those were both also freshmen. As Glaser falls behind 0-2, as Carly Short waits on deck. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Trujillo gets her first K of the day. And here comes a sophomore, Carly Short.
Number 8, Carly Short.
Short has a hit in all 3 postseason games, 5 total, including 3 against Granite Bay. She's one of the team's best players, hitting .373 on the season. And she takes the first pitch low for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. 2 Short. 2 outs, bottom of the first inning, no score between Inderkum and Oak Ridge. Here's the pitch. And Short pops that one up. It looks like it's going to be playable. Stoll is there, and she makes the catch. And that will do it for the first inning. 1, 2, 3 innings on both sides of the batting order. We're headed to the second inning right here on Max Preps, powered by Game Mike.
For Oak Ridge.
Hello and welcome back. Second inning about to get underway here at Sacramento State University Shea Stadium, home of the Division I Sacramento State Hornet softball team.
The pitcher, number 34, Riley Trujillo.
And here comes the pitcher, Riley Trujillo. She is a very, very good two-way player, not only in the circle, but also hits .521. And she takes the first pitch for a ball, 1-0. .521. 18 of her 37 hits were for extra bases this year. And she has 2 playoff hits so far, including a home run. Here's the pitch. And that is high. 2 balls and no strikes to Trujillo. Trujillo has 11 doubles and 7 home runs this year. She's headed to UNLV next season. She's a senior right now. Inderkum looking for their first section title in school history, as that pitch is a ball. 3 balls and no strikes now to Trujillo. And when Trujillo gets on, she can also run. She has 5 stolen bases this year. 3 balls, no strikes to Schroeder to start the second inning. Here is the pitch. And that one is in there for strike 1. And this umpire is calling pitches very late. At least a full second, I'd say, behind what it should be called. Here's the 3-1. And that one is high for ball 4. And Trujillo takes first base for a leadoff walk. And here comes Alexandra Jocks, the catcher. She's played in every game this season, hitting .257. And she has a playoff hit this year.
Number 28, Aubrey Rios. And now batting, the catcher, number 22, Alexandra Jocks.
And they are using the courtesy runner for Trujillo, the pitcher. So Aubrey Rios is running at first. She's a freshman who has 1 stolen base this year. Just 2 at-bats, but 7 runs, so she is used as a runner frequently. Here's the pitch. And she's running right now, and she steals second safely. So Inderkum has a runner on second with nobody out to start the second inning, and that was strike 1 to Jocks. Jocks hitting .257, looking for her 20th hit of the year. She has 20 RBIs and 8 extra base hits, no balls and 1 strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and the bunt is dropped down, and it goes, and it's a fair ball. They were waiting for it to go foul, and it never did. Runners on the corner, first and third, nobody out. And here comes Emily Jacobus. She's a sophomore playing in her 29th game this year. A .333 average. And they are using the courtesy runner for the catcher at first. And Jenna King comes on, running at first base. She's a sophomore in her 7th game of the season. And here's Jacobus hitting .333 this year. Runners on the corners, no outs here in the top of the second inning of the Division I playoff section finals, as she rips that one foul. The Division I Sac Joaquin section finals between Oak Ridge and Inderkum. No score here in the top of the second inning, but Inderkum is threatening. Runners on the corners with no outs. Jacobus has 19 RBIs on the season, 5 doubles and a homer. She's hitting in the 6th spot. No balls, 1 strike. Here is the pitch. And she hits that one high, and it's going to be playable in center. It's caught. They're tagging. Here's the throw to the plate, and it's not in time. Inderkum scores 1-0 Tigers. So 1 out now, and a runner on first base, as Jacobus just powered that one to center for the sac fly. And here is Brooke Abush. And that was Aubrey Rios scoring from third base. She pinch ran at first, stole second, moved to third on that bunt, and then scored. And that pitch is in there for a strike to Abush. Abush is a freshman hitting .115 this year. She's 6 for 52, 4 RBIs, 3 extra base hits, including 2 home runs. So 2 of her 6 hits are home runs. And she takes a ball right there, 1 ball and 1 strike. That evens up the count. Abush playing third base today, the hot corner. Just a freshman. She's played in every game this season. It's her 30th game today. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. And she pops that one up, but it looks like it's going foul, and it is out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes as a fan makes the catch.
Nice catch.
1 ball and 2 strikes. An Inderkum fan up there made the catch on that foul ball. Great snag. 1 ball and 2 strikes. We've seen great defense all day today, and that just adds on. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here is Schroeder's pitch. And that's high. 2-2. They try to pick up the runner, and they get her at first. Parator threw over to first, and they got her. And the Inderkum first base coach is not happy. It looked like she tripped at first and then tried to get back to the bag, but now they're calling all 3 umpires in for a meeting. Hard to tell from my angle what the call was, but we'll see if the umpires reverse it here as they're all talking. Great throw by Parator after the pitch. And they confirm the call. She's out. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now, 2 outs. Great throw by Parator. Great catch at first by Maddie Ridge, who laid down that tag for the second out, erasing the base runner. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Abush. 2 outs, top of the second inning. Here's the pitch. And she hits it, cut at short by Carly Short. And that will do it for the top of the second inning. Inderkum strikes first, though. They get 1 in the top of the second inning. 1-0 Inderkum. We are headed to the second. Bottom of the second, right here on Max Preps, powered by Game Mike.
Max Preps is America's source for high school sports, and we're looking for more broadcasters out there that have an interest in providing live audio from their high school events. No experience needed, but it can be gained. Email socialmp@cbsinteractive.com to learn more. That's socialmp@cbsinteractive.com.
Hello and welcome back. Bottom of the second inning coming up, and Brooklyn Parator starts it off at catcher, hitting .515, and she just threw out a runner at first and leads off this inning. Here is the first pitch from Trujillo, and it's in there for strike 1, no balls and 1 strike. Parator was a first team All-League this year and was a part of Team USA under 15 team that won a gold medal this year. Here's the 0-1. And that one in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike. On deck is Sam Alekman. She was also a part of that team. 2 stellar freshmen for the Trojans. Parator, 1 ball and 1 strike. She has 34 hits this year, 14 RBIs, 13 extra base hits, including 10 doubles. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here is the pitch. And she hits it. And it gets down. And she's on her way to second. Nope, she turns. She took a wide turnaround first and heads back to first for a leadoff single, and it's the Trojans' first hit of the afternoon. And here comes Sam Alekman, another freshman, hitting .386 this season. She has 8 extra base hits, 7 doubles, and they are using the courtesy runner for Parator, the catcher.
Running at first base for the Trojans, number 10, Allie Watson.
And it's Allie Watson. It's her 3rd game this year.
Number 9, Sam.
She has not had an official at bat yet, but she's pinch ran a lot, and she has scored 4 times this year. And here is Alekman hitting .386. 22 for 57. She shows bunt and she puts it down. Foul. 0-1 count to the freshman. 12 RBIs, 7 doubles, and a triple for today's designated player. No balls and 1 strike. Alekman hitting out of the 5 spot. On deck is Carmen Montes de Oca. Here's the pitch, and Alekman fouls that one back. No balls and 2 strikes. Alekman has just been on fire all postseason. 8 hits and the 3 wins. 8 hits. 2 hits in the first game, 2 hits in the second game, and then 4 hits against Granite Bay. And she's up right now with the runner on first. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning. Here's the 0-2. And that one's in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Alekman. Alekman currently has a 6-game hitting streak, and she's had 13 hits in those 6 games, including 6 extra base hits. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning. Here's the 1-2. And that's low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Good eye there by the freshman. 2-2. Trujillo in the circle. A 5-4 record this year. Here is the 2-2. And she checks her swing. Did she go? And they ring her up. They checked out first, and they ring her up. 1 down here in the second inning. And that's Trujillo's second K of the day. And here is Carmen Montes de Oca. She's hitting .242 this year. She's had a great second half of the season, though, including 5 hits this postseason. A sophomore third baseman. Here's the pitch, and she pops that one up, and it might get out of play, and it does. Foul ball, no balls, and 1 strike to the third baseman, the sophomore. Montes de Oca this year, 15 hits, 12 RBIs, and 4 doubles. No balls and 1 strike, 1 out. Here is the pitch. She fouls that one back, 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. Oh, and 2 to Montes de Oca. Runner on first, 1 out. Bottom of the second inning. Here's the pitch. And that's high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Inderkum took a 1-0 lead here in the top of the inning. Both teams have 1 hit so far. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fouled back again. And Montes de Oca staying alive during this at-bat. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Trujillo is a power pitcher, averaging almost 2 strikeouts per inning. Came into the game with 103 over 59 and a third innings pitched. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And that one just misses. 2-2. Everyone was kind of looking at the umpire, expecting him to ring her up there. But his late call never came. 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's Montes de Oca battling through a long at-bat here. Maddie Ridge on deck. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And that one's in there, though. Strike 3. And that's Trujillo's 3rd strikeout of the afternoon. 2 down.
Now batting the first baseman, number 16, Maddie Ridge.
And here comes Maddie Ridge, first baseman, a junior, also a great pitcher who's threw 51 innings this year, recording a 2.33 ERA during that span, and she takes strike 1 right there. Ridge hitting .241 this year. She was first team all-league, and she's had 4 hits so far this postseason. Great postseason for Ridge. 9 RBIs and 3 doubles as well. No balls and 1 strike as Trujillo steps up, and she's ready. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that one is outside. 1 ball and 1 strike to Trujillo. 1 ball, 1 strike from Trujillo to Ridge. 2 outs, bottom of the second inning. Inderkum holds a 1-0 lead early. Here's the pitch. That one is in there. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Oak Ridge Brooklyn Parator got a leadoff hit to start the inning, but Trujillo struck out the next batter, then the next batter, and now she's one strike away from striking out the side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. She just outside, 2-2. Looked like that umpire was revving up to make the call, but did not come. 2 balls and 2 strikes from Trujillo. Ridge, great eye right there. That one just missed the outside edge. 2-2. Ridge hitting from the left side of the plate. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And just misses again. 3-2. Ridge has worked the count full. After those last 2 no calls, you can see all the coaches in the Inderkum dugout crossing their arms. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here is the payoff pitch. Fouled back. Ridge just got a piece of that one. Full count. We'll do it again. They get Trujillo a new softball. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Oak Ridge has a runner on first. And here is Ridge. Full count. Here's the pitch. Fouls it back again. Staying alive. 3 balls and 2 strikes. We will do it again. Full count as Ridge steps back into the batter's box. Trujillo set. Here's the payoff pitch. Fouls it back again. We'll do it again. Full count. Long at bat for Ridge. She was down 1-2 in the count and battled back, made it full. And then she's been fouling off a couple of pinches since against Riley Trujillo. Headed to UNLV. Full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Everybody is set. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and Trujillo gets out of the side. And the Inderkum fans give her a loud ovation as she enters the dugout. That will do it for the second inning. Inderkum leads 1-0. We'll be back for the third right here on Max Preps, powered by Game Mike.
What's up, everyone? Thanks for listening into Game Mike. Action should resume as soon as your broadcaster is ready to go. This is Game Mike.
Max Preps is America's source for high school sports, and we're looking for more broadcasters out there that have an interest in providing live audio from their high school events. No experience needed, but it can be gained. Email socialmp@cbsinteractive.com to learn more. That's socialmp@cbsinteractive.com.
Hello and welcome back. Third inning about to get underway here from Sacramento State University, where Inderkum leads 1-0 over Oak Ridge. And leading off for Inderkum, it's the 8-hitter Isabella Jimenez. She comes into the game hitting .228, and she is going against Schroeder, whose first pitch is hit to the shortstop. Short fires across the ridge. Ridge reaches across her body, makes the catch for the out. And it's another play where the first base coach for Inderkum is not happy. Maybe saying Ridge stepped off the bag. Ridge had to reach all the way across her body to pull that one in, but it is the first out. 1 down. 1 pitch, 1 out. And here comes Mia Garcia. Garcia playing left field today. She's a junior, appeared in every game this season for the Tigers. Here is the first pitch to her. And she takes the first pitch for a ball. 1-0 to Garcia. Garcia hitting .378. Great 9-hitter to turn over that lineup card. Hitting .378, 28 hits this year, and she hits it to short, and they fired Ridge at first, and that time they got her for sure. 2 down. 2 quick outs here to begin the third inning for Ellison Schroeder as Inderkum turns over the lineup card to Anissa Luddig.
Second baseman, number 3, Anissa Luddig.
And Luddig playing second base today. Hitting 308, 0 for 1 today. Here is the pitch to her. And that one is in there for strike 1, no balls, and 1 strike to Luddig. Luddig had, in the second playoff game, 3 hits in the 4-1 win over Enox. No balls and 1 strike, 2 outs, top of the third. Here's the pitch, and she rips that one foul, 0-2. Schroeder has thrown 5 pitches so far this inning and is already 1 strike away from getting out of the inning. 2 down, top of the third inning. Inderkum leads 1-0 in the Sac Joaquin section Division I championship game here at Sacramento State University. Here is the pitch. And she pops that one up, and it's going to be playable and deep. Caught by the right fielder. What a catch. That was Gia Almont out in left field. The left fielder, I'm sorry. What a catch by Gia Almont. And Schroeder gets out of the inning with just 6 pitches. All right, we are headed to the bottom of the third inning right here on Max Preps, powered by Game Mike.
Hey everyone, this is Chris Rivas, co-founder of Game Mike. Thank you for listening in. Game Mike was built so any school, any program, any sport, anytime can create a live audio broadcast. We believe audio brings moments to life. Download Game Mike today in the app and Google Play Store. Game Mike, it's in the emotions.
What's up, everyone? Thanks for listening in to Game Mike. Action should resume as soon as your broadcaster is ready to go. This is Game Mike.
Max Preps is America's source for high school sports, and we're looking for more broadcasters out there that have an interest in providing live audio from their high school events. No experience needed, but it can be gained. Email socialmp@cbsinteractive.com to learn more. That's socialmp@cbsinteractive.com.
Hello and welcome back. Bottom of the third inning coming up, and it's Gia Almont, the left fielder who just made that great catch out in left field to end the inning. She's up to lead it off. Here's the first pitch to her, and that is ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes to Almont, who's hitting .292 this year. She's a junior. 21 hits on the season for Almont, and that one's in there. Evens up the count. 1 ball and 1 strike to the junior left fielder. 1-1. Here is the pitch. And she slaps that one foul. 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Almont, who has 3 hits so far this postseason. 6 stolen bases as well for the junior left fielder. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Trujillo set. Here's the pitch. Just outside, 2-2. Great eye there by Almont. Shea Stadium, home of the Hornets Division I softball team. Here is the pitch. And she slaps that one foul, but it's caught at third base. That was Brooke Abush with the catch for the first out of the inning. And here comes Kaiden Walker. 4 hits so far in the postseason, and she's had some big hits all season when they count most. 5 RBIs. She's hitting .182, but she's proven this year she can hit in big spots. The junior right fielder today, hitting out of the 9 spot. Here is the first pitch to her. She checks her swing, and they rule it a strike. 0-1. That one looked like it was in the strike zone, whether they called that a swing or not. So no balls and 1 strike. Trujillo has 4 strikeouts today. And that one is low, and they ring it up. 0-2 now. That one just got the inside edge, but you never know with this umpire what he's going to call. He's calling the pitches late, and 0-2 now. Here is the pitch, and that one's high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Walker, 10 hits this season, 1 double, the rest singles. 5 RBIs. 4 of her 10 hits, though, are this postseason. 2 in the first game against River City, 2 against Franklin. Here's the pitch. And she rips that one foul. So we'll do it again. 1 ball and 2 strikes. To Kaiden Walker. 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Inderkum holds a 1-0 lead. Trujillo, the senior UNLV future Rebel, throws strike 3, rings her up looking, and that is already her 5th strikeout of the afternoon. And we're just in the 3rd inning. So 2 outs, and we're back to the top of the order.
Second baseman, number 15, Jessica Zeleny.
For Jessica Scalani. Scalani 0 for 1 today, but came into the game hitting .447. She has 5 hits this postseason alone. Here is the pitch. And that one just outside, 1-0. She had 3 hits in the 10-6 second round win over Franklin, and then a pair of hits in the semifinal win over Granite Bay. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. And she hits it foul. That one down the first baseline evens up the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Both teams have 1 hit so far. Inderkum capitalized off a walk to Trujillo, and then a stolen base by the courtesy runner, and then their hit was a bunt that Oak Ridge was waiting for it to go foul, but it never rolled over that foul line. As Scalani takes ball 2 right there, 2 balls and 1 strike. Here is the 2-1 pitch. And it's low, 3 balls and 1 strike now. Scalani looking for a 2-out walk. She has 5 stolen bases on the year. She was also a first-team All-SFL player. Oak Ridge had 5 of them this year. Here's the pitch. And they call that a strike. Scalani already had thrown her bat down after the umpire did not initially ring her up right away. But she has to pick up her bat, and it's a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count. Here's the payoff pitch. And that one's low for ball 4. Scalani runs over to first with a walk. A 2-out base runner for the Trojans. And here comes Emery Glaser, the freshman.
Now batting the center fielder, number 2, Emery Glaser.
0 for 1 today. Came into the game hitting .333. She's playing center field. 4 hits in the playoffs. And she was second team All-League. Here's the pitch to her. Swing and a miss. 0-1. They check on the runner at first and they throw it away, but not far enough for the runner to advance. The catcher fired over to first, but to no avail. No balls and 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner on first base here in the bottom of the 3rd inning of the Division I Sac Joaquin Section Championship game. And she hits that one, and it's deep, and it's over the center fielder. Here comes Scalani. She's going to score on her way to 3rd, and the throw, they get her at 3rd, but the damage was done. Oak Ridge got a run across there. Emery Glaser hit that one to the wall, got thrown out at 3rd, but Scalani made it home. 1-1. We're headed to the 4th inning. You're listening to Max Preps, powered by Game Mike.
For Oak Ridge in this period, 1 run, 1 hit, nobody left.
I really want to be a sports broadcaster, but not sure how to get started.
Have you done any broadcasting before?
No, but I know I need experience, but just not sure how.
You should really download the Game Mic app. It allows anyone to create and broadcast at any time.
What games can I call?
Any youth sporting event. You can even share it out with family and friends so they can listen in.
That sounds great. I'll download it today.
Hey everyone, this is Chris Rivas, co-founder of Game Mike. Thank you for listening in. Game Mike was built so any school, any program, any sport, anytime can create a live audio broadcast. We believe audio brings moments to life. Download Game Mike today in the app and Google Play Store. Game Mike, it's in the emotions.
What's up, everyone? Thanks for listening in to Game Mike. Action should resume as soon as your broadcaster is ready to go. This is Game Mike.
Max Preps is America's source for high school sports, and we're looking for more broadcasters out there that have an
Hello and welcome back. We are headed to the fourth inning of the Division I Sac Joaquin Section Championship game. And Oak Ridge just tied it up 1-1. A big double.
For Inderkum, the third baseman, number 6, Mickey Garcia.
Garcia leads it off. A big double there by Emery Glacier. She was thrown out at third, but the damage was done. The run got in before she was thrown out, and that tied up the game. As the leadoff hitter pops it up, and it's caught. No, it's dropped by Parator. And foul ball, though, but no balls and one strike. And it's the two-hitter, Mickey Garcia, the junior shortstop, leading it off. She's 0 for 1 today. Came into the game hitting .349. Here is the pitch, and that one is just misses. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Garcia, the junior shortstop. 10 extra base hits, 6 doubles, and 4 triples. Big batters coming up, though. Samantha Stoll has 5 home runs. She's hitting next. That pitch is in there. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Stoll coming up next, and then Riley Trujillo hitting third this inning, 4th in the lineup. Stoll has 5 home runs. Trujillo has 7. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here is Schroeder's pitch, and that one's in the dirt, 2-2. Garcia, .349 heading into the game. She had 2 hits in the team's opening 6-0 playoff win over Folsom in the first round of the playoffs. Here is the pitch, and that one's high. And that makes the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Top of the 4th inning, we're all tied up 1-1 here in the Division I Sac Joaquin Section Softball Championship. Oak Ridge and Inderkum. Ellison Schroeder, the sophomore, in the circle for the Trojans. Here is the pitch. And that one is just high, misses, ball 4. Inderkum has the leadoff runner on first base, and Garcia on first. She can run 9 stolen bases this year. And here comes Samantha Stoll. She is 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. That's Schroeder's only strikeout today. 5 home runs, though, for Stoll playing first base. And she takes ball 1, 1-0. 1 ball and no strikes to Stoll. Stoll, a senior, headed to UC Santa Barbara. 35 hits on the season as Schroeder is set. Runner on first, no outs. Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss at the high heat. Evens up the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. All tied up 1-1 here. Inderkum has the leadoff runner on, though, in the top of the 4th. Here is the pitch. And she pops that one up, and it might be playable. It might get out of play. It does get out of play. Foul ball for strike 2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Stoll has 4 hits this postseason. She had 3 hits in the opener, the 6-0 win over Folsom. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that's Schroeder's 2nd strikeout of the day and the first out here in the 4th inning.
Now batting the pitcher, number 34, Riley Trujillo.
And here comes Riley Trujillo. She walked in her first plate appearance, and she is the pitcher today. Hitting .521 this season with 7 home runs, headed to UNLV. Here is the pitch. And that one's low. 1 ball and no strikes. Mickey Garcia on first base. after drawing that walk, has 9 stolen bases on the year. She has not tried to run yet. Oak Ridge does have a very, very good defensive catcher, though, who's already picked out 1 runner today, and that ball's in the dirt, and she steals second. So Inderkum now has a runner on second and 1 out on that passed ball. Mickey Garcia has scored 22 times this year. Now on second base with 1 out. 2 balls and no strikes to Trujillo. First base is open. And that pitch is low and outside. 3-0. Inderkum scored 1 in the second. Oak Ridge tied it up in the third. 1 ball. 3 balls, no strikes. Here is the pitch. And that one is in there for a strike. 3 balls and 1 strike now to Trujillo, who walked in her first at bat. Then they pinch ran for her, and that runner ended up scoring. 1 out here in the 4th inning. And that is ball 4. And Trujillo has walked for the 2nd time today. We'll see if they use a courtesy runner for her. And it looks like they are. We're allowed to have courtesy runners for the catcher and pitcher. And Trujillo, the pitcher.
Now batting the catcher, number 22, Alexandra Jocks.
And here is Alexandra Jocks. 1 for 1 today.
Number 28, Aubrey Rios.
And Aubrey Rios back on first, pinch running. Rios stole second the last time she pinch ran, and then later scored her 8th run of the season. They show bunt, and it was low. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 count. Inderkum has 2 runners on first and second base. 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. Here is the pitch. The bunt is down. Montezoka picks it up, fires to first for the out. So 2nd and 3rd now with 2 outs, as that bunt was laid down successfully by Jocks. So 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs now. And here comes Emily Jacobus. 0 for 1 today, but she had that sack RBI. So her at bat, she had that sack RBI.
Number 10, Emily Jacobus.
And that was her 20th RBI of the season. And she's up right now. 333 average for the sophomore, the designated player today. 2nd and 3rd, 2 outs. Here is the pitch to her, and that is just a little too low. 1 ball and no strikes now to Jacobus. 3 hits so far this postseason for the sophomore, including 2 in the 4-1 win over Enox in the 2nd round. Here's the pitch, the 1-0. And that one in there for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. That one just at the knee level. And Schroeder gets the strike call. 1 ball and 1 strike in front of this capacity crowd. Here it is. It's high. 2 balls and a strike. 2 outs here in the 4th inning, but Inderkum has runners on 2nd and 3rd with the game all tied up 1-1. 2 balls and 1 strike to Jacobus. 6 extra base hits for her. 5 doubles and a homer. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Schroeder has 2 strikeouts today. Two and 2 outs. Here is the pitch. Low for ball 3. 3 and 2. Waiting on deck, it's Brooke Abush. 0 for 1 today. And Abush came into the game with a 115 average. So it could be better for the Trojans to face her potentially. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the payoff pitch. Fouls it back. Just gets a piece of that one. Is Jacobus. So we'll do it again. Full count. As the infield comes in to talk to Schroeder for just a second. Let's give her a high five. Full count. Schroeder on in the circle. She's ready. Here's the payoff pitch. Gets her. Strike 3, swing in. Inderkum strands 2, and that is it for the top of the 4th inning. We're all tied up 1-1 heading into the bottom of the frame. You're listening to Max Preps, powered by Game Mike.
For Inderkum. The shortstop, number 8, Carly Short.
Hello and welcome back. Bottom of the fourth inning coming up here. Ellison Schroeder struck out the last batter right there to get out of the inning with no runs scored there. And Carly Short's leading it off. Schroeder now has 3 strikeouts. Short, the 3-hitter, takes ball 1 right there. Oak Ridge has their 3, 4, and 5 hitters up right now. Carly Short, Brooklyn Parator, and Sam Alekman. Here's the 1-0. And Short hits that one, and it is playable, caught in center field for the first out of the inning. 1 down. And here comes Brooklyn Parator, the freshman catcher.
Now batting the catcher, number 7, Brooklyn Parator.
She is 1 for 1 today. 5.15 average on the season. Also threw out a runner. Picked off a runner at first from the catching spot. And the first pitch is high for ball 1-0. Yeah, on that play, the runner was was off the bag a little bit. Parator fired over to first after the pitch and got the runner, who tripped a little bit. And Parator takes the ball. Oh, nope. They call it a late strike. 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike. This umpire is really calling them late here. 1-1. Here's the pitch. She grounds it. Foul. 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Parator. Parator 13 extra base hits this year. And she just gets a piece of that one and takes it foul. So we'll do it again. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Parator Team USA under 15 team, gold medal. Her and Sam Alekman are leaving tomorrow for another tournament in Japan for Team USA. As Parator takes a hard hack at that one and fouls it back. So we'll do the 1-2 pitch again. Parator, just a freshman, is already one of the best players in the entire section. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Trujillo pitching. Here's the 1-2. And that one's low in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Parator. 2-2. Parator hitting from the left side of the plate. Sam Alekman's on deck. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And that one's high. Full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Parator. Full count. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 3-2. Here's the pitch. And that's high for ball 4. Parator takes first base with a walk. And we'll see if Oak Ridge uses a courtesy runner for the catcher. 1 on, 1 out. And you can see Coach Sam Toy talking to the umpire. So it looks like they're going to get the courtesy runner on for Parator, who reached base for the second time today.
Allie Watson running at first.
And it is Allie Watson.
And now batting the designated player, number 9, Sam Alekman.
Allie Watson running at first base. 4 runs in 3 games. 0 at-bats for Watson, who stands on first. She is just a freshman. And here is Alekman, also a freshman. And that pitch is low for ball 1-0. Alckman also with Parator heading to Japan tomorrow, as Inderkum is their coach is coming out to talk to Trujillo, as it's 1-0 on Alckman. She lost Parador to a walk on the last at-bat and starts this at-bat down 1-0 in the count. We'll take a quick break right here and be back in 15.
Max Preps is America's source for high school sports, and we're looking for more broadcasters out there that have an interest in providing live audio from their high school events. No experience needed, but it can be gained.
Hello and welcome back. 1-1 here in the bottom of the fourth inning between Oak Ridge and Inderkum in the Division I Sac Joaquin Section Championship game. Oak Ridge has a runner on first with 1 out, and Sam Alckman's at the plate, up 1-0 in the count. Oak Ridge is a very young team. 3 of their starters are juniors. Correction, 4 are juniors, 3 are freshmen, and 2 are sophomores. 3 are sophomores if you include Schroeder, the pitcher, but in the starting lineup, 2, as that pitch is in there for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike to Alckman. Alckman hitting from the right side of the plate. As Carmen Montes de Oca is waiting on deck. Here is the 1-1 pitch. And that is inside for a ball, 2-1. Looks like Inderkum is warming up a pitcher, but it's not Stoll who's on first base. I believe Stoll's still on first. And that pitch is low for a ball. They got Jacobus, the designated player, on first. So now they have Stoll warming up in the pen. As Alckman goes up 3-1 in the count. 3 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Fouls that one back, 3-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Be interesting to see if they walk her right now, if they do make that pitching change. Because Stoll is lights out as a pitcher. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count, 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. Here is the payoff pitch. And she chops it to short. They step on second, throw to first, and get her for the double play. That will do it for the fourth inning, and Trujillo gets out of that jam. All tied up 1-1. We'll be back for the 5th inning right here on Max Preps, powered by Game Mike.
What's up, everyone? Thanks for listening into Game Mike. Action should resume as soon as your broadcaster is ready to go. This is Game Mike.
Max Preps is America's source for high school sports, and we're looking for more broadcasters out there that have an interest in providing live audio from their high school events. No experience needed, but it can be gained. Email socialmp@cbsinteractive.com to learn more. That's socialmp@cbsinteractive.com.
Welcome back to the Division I Sac Joaquin Section Championship game. We are headed to the 5th, all tied up 1-1. Great play there to end the inning. 1 out, full count, runner on first, and it's grounded right to the shortstop. Mickey Garcia picked it up cleanly, stepped on second. She was about 2 feet away, stepped on second, fired across to first base, where Emily Jacobus was there to catch the ball and beat the runner by about a step for the double play, and we are headed to the 5th, all tied up 1-1. As Brooke Abouche leads off the inning. Abouche 0 for 1 today, hitting out of the 7th spot, playing third base. And we'll see who's pitching next inning, as they were warming up a new pitcher, and that one's high. 2 balls and no strikes as Schroeder falls behind to the leadoff hitter, 2-0. Nearly sold out crowd here. I can see a couple of empty seats. Here is the 2-0. And that one misses, 3-0. 3 balls and no strikes here to the leadoff hitter in the top of the 5th inning. And Abush came into the game hitting 115. 3 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch. And that one's in there for a strike, 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike. Abush just 6 hits on the season. 2 of them are homers. 3-1. And that one is hit to center, and it gets over the center fielder's head. Abush is headed to second. There's a throw, and she is in time. A leadoff double for the Tigers. She gets on with a leadoff double. So nobody out and a runner on second. Abush just lined that one deep to center. It got to the wall, and she got to second base. And here comes the 8-hitter. The center fielder, Isabella Jimenez. Jimenez 0 for 1 today. Came into the game hitting 228 for the Tigers. Top of the 5th inning. Inderkum has the leadoff hitter on second as that pitch is in the dirt for ball 1, 1-0. Jimenez was showing bunt there. Pulled it back, though, as that ball hit the dirt. Here is the 1-0. She shows bunt again, pulls it back, and it's 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes to Jimenez. Isabel Jimenez, a 228 average heading into this one. Up 2-0 in the count. Here's the pitch. She shows bunt, and she bunts it back foul. 2 balls and a strike now. Both teams have 2 hits today. And this game's all tied up 1-1 in the 5th inning. Inderkum trying to turn that lineup card over with runners on base. 2-1. Here's the pitch. She bunts it back foul again. 2-2. Schroeder battles back from down 2-0 to 2-2. Jimenez 12 RBIs, 1 extra base hit this year, and it was a triple. She is a senior. 0 for 1 today. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Schroeder. And that one's high, and the count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Another full count for the Tigers as Schroeder gets ready for the payoff pitch. Full count. Nobody out here. Top of the 5th inning. Here it is. And that's ball 4. Just misses. And Jimenez trots down to first after getting walked. So the 7-hitter came in to the game with a 115 at bat. Batting average. The 8-hitter, a 228 average. And both of them get on to start the inning. And here's the 9-hitter, Mia Garcia, a 378 average, 0 for 1 today. Here's the pitch. She shows bunt and bunts it foul. 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. Inderkum has runners on first and second with no outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Division I Sac Joaquin Section Championship game. Oak Ridge has 9 section championships. Inderkum looking for their first. 0-1. Here's the pitch. She shows bunt, and she bunts that one foul. 0-2. Garcia has 28 hits on the season. 0 for 1 today. Abush, who's on second, has 5 stolen bases this year. Here's the 0-2. That one's high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Great save by Parator. That one looked like it was headed high to the backstop, but she reached up and snagged it. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. And she slaps that to short. Short goes to third for 1, and they get the leadoff runner. So Garcia reaches on a fielder's choice. She stands on first. They get Abush out at third. And Isabel Jimenez, who
Now
walked,
batting the second baseman,
stands
number
on second.
30, Anissa Ludwig.
And Inderkum has turned over the lineup card. Runners on first and second with one out. And Anissa Ledig coming up to the plate. She's 0 for 2 today. One out. Two runners on top of the fifth. Here is the pitch. And that one's high for ball one, 1-0. Short, an excellent snag of that ground ball at shortstop on that last at bat. Lots of commotion, lots of runners going by, but she was able to get it as that ball's hit, and it drops in there in front of the left fielder, and the bases are loaded. They had to wait to see if she would catch that, but all the runners moved over one base, and the bases are full. And here comes Mickey Garcia, the shortstop. She's 0 for 1 with a walk, hitting .349 on the season. Bases are loaded. One out, top of the fifth inning, and the Sluggers are coming up 3 and 4. Mickey Garcia, the two-hitter. Here's the pitch. And that one's low for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Mickey Garcia, junior shortstop. 10 extra base hits this year. 6 doubles and 4 triples. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. And that's high. 2-0 with no place to put her. Schroeder working through this fifth inning. 1 out, bases loaded. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the 2-0. That one's in there, 2-1. Great pitch there by Schroeder. To fight back. 2 balls and a strike now. Mickey Garcia, 14 RBIs on the season. Here's the pitch. And that one is high. 3 balls and a strike. Bases loaded, 1 out. Top of the fifth inning. Tie game 1-1 here in the Sac Joaquin Section Championship. Here is the 3-1. And that one's in there, 3-2. And even at that pitch, which looked like it was down the middle, the umpire took a full second after the pitch to call that a strike. So you're just kind of sitting here waiting to see what he's going to call. Full count, though. Here is the payoff pitch. And she checked her swing. No. They look at, and they checked for the umpire, and he said she did not go around. So it's a bases loaded walk. And Inderkum takes a 2-1 lead. And here come the power hitters. And that's Mickey Garcia's second walk of the day.
Number 19, Samantha Stoll.
And here is Samantha Stoll. She's 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts, but she came into the game hitting .412 with 5 bombs, up with the bases loaded, and she chops it to short. Short, great play at short to snag it. And she threw home to get the lead runner. What a play there by Carly Short at shortstop. And then they threw over to first, but that one was not in time. So they get the lead runner there, 2 outs. What a daring throw by Short, but she threw that right on target. And
Now batting
that
pitcher,
gets
number 34, Riley
the
Trujillo.
runner. And here comes Riley Trujillo. 2 walks today, 5.21 average, 7 homers. Here's the pitch. And that one is in there for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. 2-1 Inderkum. Bases are loaded. 2 outs. Top of the fifth inning. Inderkum with a chance to strike here. Trujillo with a chance to help herself. Here's the 0-1. And that one is outside. 1 ball and 1 strike now. Trujillo hitting .521. 18 extra base hits, including 7 bombs. Here's the pitch. And they call that a strike. She checked her swing there, but I believe that was in the strike zone either way. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Can Schroeder get out of this inning? 1-2. 2 outs, top of the fifth. Here's the pitch. Just a little too low. 2 balls and 2 strikes now from Schroeder. That one just missed the strike zone. Schroeder, she's set. 2-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Schroeder gets out of the inning. Inderkum scores just 1 after having bases loaded, 1 out. And Schroeder gets out of it by getting the 3 and 4 hitters out, the sluggers, and she strikes out Trujillo to end that frame. That's her 4th strikeout of the afternoon. Inderkum scores 1, though, and they take a 2-1 lead heading into the bottom of the 5th. We're headed to the bottom of the 5th right here on Max Preps, powered by Game Mike.
Hey everyone, this is Chris Rivas, co-founder of Game Mike. Thank you for listening in. Game Mike was built so any school, any program, any sport, anytime can create a live audio broadcast. We believe audio brings moments to life. Download Game Mike today in the app and Google Play Store. Game Mike, it's in the emotions.
What's up, everyone? Thanks for listening in to Game Mike. Action should resume as soon as your broadcaster is ready to go. This is Game Mike.
Max Preps is America's source for high school sports, and we're looking for more broadcasters out there that have an interest in providing live audio from their high school events. No experience needed, but it can be gained. Email socialmp.
Welcome back. Samantha Stoll now in the circle for Inderkum, taking over for Trujillo. Trujillo, 4 innings, 1 run, 5 strikeouts. Stoll comes into the game with a 12-2 record, a 1.55 earned run average, 108 2/3 innings pitched, and 116 strikeouts. So more than 1 strikeout per inning. And another score to report, Ponderosa up 1-0 in the 6th, and they have a runner on second. Ponderosa looking for their first section championship since 1980. As Carmen Montes de Oca steps into the batter's box for Oak Ridge to face Stoll. Here's the pitch. That one is in there for strike 1. Montes de Oca 0 for 1 today, hitting .242 on the season, but she has been on a tear recently, has 5 playoff hits. 0-1, here's the pitch. And that's high, 1 ball and 1 strike. Stoll for Inderkum is a great pitcher. Down 5-1 in the last game, the semifinal. She came into the game and threw 4 2/3 innings of scoreless ball to, and then Inderkum, the bats came alive and they won 6-5. And she had a season high 10 strikeouts. Headed to UC Santa Barbara. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Montes de Oca, who fouled that one off. Here's the pitch. She fouls that one off too. So we'll do it again. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One and 2. Here is the pitch. And she chops that one foul. So we'll do it again. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Inderkum leads 2-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. And Ponderosa does not score another one. So that game is 1-0 heading into the bottom of the 6th. That's Ponderosa and Central Catholic in the Division III championship. As that ball is fouled off, Central Catholic is ranked number 1 overall in the entire section, even though they are Division III. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody on, nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down here in the bottom of the 5th inning, and that's Stoll's first K of the afternoon. And it brings up Maddie Ridge, the junior first baseman.
Now batting the first baseman, number 16, Maddie Ridge.
Ridge 0 for 1 today, came into the game hitting .231. Correction, .241, I'm sorry. And that pitch is in there for strike 1. Ridge has 4 hits in the postseason. 1 in the first game, 2 in the second round, and then 1 in the semifinal against Granite Bay. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Ridge, here's the pitch. And that pitch is high. 1 ball and 1 strike. On deck is the 8-hitter, Gia Almont. As Ridge takes a second, count is even. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here is the pitch from Ridge. To Ridge, I'm sorry. And that is outside. 2 balls and a strike. The pitch from Stoll. Stoll is pitching. Came into the game for Trujillo, who pitched 4 innings of 1-run ball. All tied up 1-1. Here is Stoll's pitch. And Ridge just gets a piece of that one, fouling it back. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Inderkum leads 2-1. They are looking for their first section championship in school history. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 1 out. Here is the pitch. And that's low. And it makes the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ridge worked a full count her last time up. And she's got one here, 3-2. Here's the pitch. And that's high for ball 4. She drops her bat down and heads down to first. So 1 down, a runner on first.
Now batting the left fielder, number 1, Gia Almont.
And here comes Gia Almont, the left fielder. Runner on first, 1 out. Almont, a .292 hitter, 0 for 1 today. Here's the pitch. She swings in, misses, no balls, and 1 strike. Ridge on first was first team All-League, and she was joined on that first team by Brooklyn Parator, Carly Short, Jessica Scalani, and Ellison Schroeder. And that pitch is in the dirt. Strike 2. She swung at it still. 0-2. Trying to make a slap hit. No balls and 2 strikes. 1 out. Bottom of the 5th inning. Here's the pitch. And that one just misses. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2. Here's the pitch to Almont. And she slaps that one foul. We'll do it again. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Almont. 3 hits this postseason. Inderkum scored their runs. 1 run in the 2nd, 1 run in the 5th. And Oak Ridge scored their run in the 3rd. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here is the pitch. And that one just misses. 2-2. Runner on first, 1 out. Bottom of the 5th inning. Kaiden Walker waiting on deck. Here's the pitch. And that one just misses too. Full count. All 3 of the balls were maybe an inch off the plate. Full count. 2 Almont. Ridge on first with 1 out. She walked. Here is the full count pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that's Stoll's 2nd strikeout of the inning, 2nd strikeout of the game. And there are 2 outs. And here comes the 9-hitter, Kaiden Walker. Walker 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. Came into the game hitting 182.
The right fielder, number 21, Kaiden Walker.
She's playing right field. Runner on first, 2 outs. Kaiden Walker, 10 hits on the season, but 4 of them in the postseason. She calls time, steps back in. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1 to Walker. The leadoff hitter, Jessica Scalani, waiting on deck if it gets that far. Maddie Ridge on first. 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th inning. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. And that one's in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Walker. They're making Stoll throw a lot of pitches. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Stoll looking to strike out the side. Inderkum has a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the 5th. 2 outs. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Walker is set. Here's Stoll's pitch. And she checked her swing and think. Ruler out. Strike 3. And that will do it for the 5th inning. Inderkum 2, Oak Ridge 1. We're headed to the 6th right here on Max Preps, powered by Game Mike.
No runs, no hits, one runner left.
I really want to be a sports broadcaster, but not sure how to get started.
Have you done any broadcasting before?
No, but I know I need experience, but just not sure how.
You should really download the Game Mic app. It allows anyone to create and broadcast at any time.
What games can I call?
Any youth sporting event. You can even share it out with family and friends so they can listen in.
That sounds great. I'll download today.
Hey everyone, this is Chris Rivas, co-founder of Game Mike. Thank you for listening in. Game Mike was built so any school, any program, any sport, anytime can create a live audio broadcast. We believe audio brings moments to life. Download Game Mike today in the app and Google Play Store. Game Mike, it's in the emotions.
What's up, everyone? Thanks for listening in to Game Mike. Action should resume as soon as your broadcaster is ready to go. This is Game Mike.
Max Preps is America's source for high school sports, and we're looking for more broadcasters out there that have an interest.
Hello and welcome back. Top of the 6th inning coming up here. Allison Schroeder getting ready for her 6th inning of work, and she'll face the 5, 6, 7 batters for Inderkum.
Leading off the top of the 6th for Inderkum, the catcher, number 22, Alexandra Jocks.
Alexandra Jocks leading it off. She's a sophomore. Got a bunt hit earlier today, and she leads off the top of the 6th inning for the Tigers. Here is the pitch, and that one's in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes. Jocks, a sophomore. And that bunt was her 20th hit of the season, and that was a key bunt, led to a run. Here is the pitch. And that's in there for a strike. Evens up the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Division I Sac Joaquin Section Championship game. We are in the 6th, and Inderkum leads it 2-1. Here is the pitch. That one's in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike. And Oak Ridge in the 6th inning. They are at the top of the lineup, the 1, 2, 3 spots. Inderkum right now, the 5, 6, 7. Big innings coming up as that hit is grounded to short. Short fields it at shortstop, throws to Ridge at first, and that is the first out of the inning. Jocks grounded out to Carly Short, and Short just fired across to Maddie Ridge. Carly Short has not let anything by her at short.
Number 10, Emily Jacobus.
And here is Emily Jacobus. 0 for 2 today with an RBI. Had a sac fly. And she takes strike 1. 0-1 to Jacobus, who came into the game hitting .333. 3 hits in the postseason so far. No balls and 1 strike. Top of the 6th inning. Here is the 0-1 pitch. She fouls that one back. 0-2. Schroeder pitching great today, has 4 strikeouts. No balls and 2 strikes to the 6th hitter, the sophomore. Here's the pitch, and she grounds it to short at shortstop. Fire to Ridge. Gets her. 2 down. What a defensive game at short by Carly Short, and then credit to the first baseman, Maddie Ridge, who has caught every ball thrown her way. And here comes Brooke Abush. 1 for 2 today with a double. And that double was last inning, and she ended up scoring as that ball is in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes. 2 outs. Nobody on base. Top of the 6th inning. 2-1 Inderkum here in the Division I Sac Joaquin Section Championship game. NorCal's are next week. Both of these teams have qualified. And that pitch is high. 2 balls and no strikes to Abush. 2-0. Nobody on base. 2 outs. Top of the 6th. Here is the pitch. And that's high. 3-0 to the 7 hitter. Abush came into the game 115 batting average. But she has power in her 6 at bats. 3 extra base hits, including 2 homers. Here's the 3-0 pitch. And that's high for ball 4. A 2-out walk for Abush. And here comes the 8-hitter, Isabella Jimenez. She walked in her last plate appearance.
Now batting the center fielder,
1 on, 2
number
outs.
1, Isabella Jimenez.
Jimenez out of the 8 spot. Jimenez hits .228, 18 hits on the year. And she rips that one, caught at second base. What a catch there. Saved that missile from going to the outfield. And that will do it for the top of the 6th. Inderkum 2, Oak Ridge 1. We're headed to the bottom of the inning. Oak Ridge has the top of their lineup up. Up next on Max Preps, powered by Game Mike.
1 runner left.
Hello and welcome back. Here's the 6th as Jessica Slaney fouls off that first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1. Zelani leading off the inning. She is 0 for 1 today with a walk and then scored a run as she hits that one foul. Great catch there by a member of the audience. No balls and 2 strikes to Slaney. Slaney came into the game hitting .447. And Maddie Ridge is starting to warm up for the Trojans. And Inderkum also has a pitcher warming up. Can't quite tell who it is, though. Here is the pitch, and that's high. All the way to the backstop, 1-2. If I can see the number on the Inderkum player, I will, of course, let you know. Can't quite tell who it is. It kind of looks like Trujillo. But I guess we'll see. Here is the pitch. And she rolls it to second, and they fire to first for the first out of the inning. One down.
Now batting the center fielder, number 2, Emery Glazer.
And here comes the freshman center fielder, Emery Glazer. Glazer got a double earlier today. She fouls that one back. No balls and 1 strike. Inderkum leads 2-1. We are in the 6th inning. No balls and 1 strike. Here is the pitch. That's in the dirt. 1-1 now. 1 ball and 1 strike. Glazer, .333 average on the season. Picked up her 7th double earlier today. Here's the pitch. And that one is outside. 2 balls and a strike. 1 out. Bottom of the 6th inning. Inderkum leads 2-1. In front of this capacity crowd, you can see people up in the parking structures. You can oversee the stadium from the parking structure. People have their trunks open. They're just chilling up there. And that pitch is in there for a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Struck out the side in her first inning of work in the 5th. Looking for her 4th strikeout right here. 2 balls and 2 strikes. She gets it. Strike 3. 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And here comes Carly Short. Short is 0 for 2 today, but she has 5 hits this postseason. A .373 average on the year, 3 home runs. this season. And she's up with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch is outside, 1 ball and no strikes, 2 short. 1-0, 2 outs, bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch, and she chops it, and it gets through the hole for a base knock. And short is on first with 2 outs, and here comes Brooklyn Parator. Parator, 1 for 1 today with a walk, hitting .515 on the season, and that's actually grown after today because that doesn't factor in her 1 for 1.
Number 7, Brooklyn Parator.
Parator, 10 doubles, 3 triples this year. Here's the pitch. And in there, no balls and 1 strike to Parator. Parator has 5 hits so far this postseason. 10 hits this year, multiple hits. 10 games this year, multiple hits, and she pops that one up. The pitcher's there to catch it, and she does. That will do it for the 6th inning. It's 2-1 heading into the 7th. Inderkum leads this one. We're headed to the final frame. You're listening to Max Preps, powered by Game Mike.
Max Preps is America's source for high school sports, and we're looking for more broadcasters out there that have an interest in providing live audio from their high school events. No experience needed, but it can be gained. Email socialmp@cbsinteractive.com to learn more. That's socialmp@cbsinteractive.com.
Hello and welcome back. 7th inning about to get underway here from Sacramento State University. Inderkum holds a 2-1 lead, and they are batting to start the 7th inning. When Oak Ridge bats in the 7th, they will have their 5, 6, 7 hitters scheduled to hit. 2-1. And Oak Ridge, they had to come back and win their first playoff game, a walk-off. But Schroeder's got to get through this inning first, and they're starting off with the 9-hitter, Mia Garcia. She's 0 for 2 today. Here is the pitch, and she hits that one, and it is caught by the left fielder. That one kind of a dart. Caught by GL Mont as a train is going by, train tracks right behind the stadium. 1 down, a very quick out. And here is the leadoff hitter, Anissa Ledig. She's 1 for 3 today. Came into the game hitting 308. She's 333 today, but came in hitting 308. Here is the pitch. And she rips that one up the middle for a base knock, her 2nd of the afternoon. 1 on, 1 out. And we are getting into the murderer's row part of this lineup, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters. Mickey Garcia's coming up. 0 for 1 today, 2 walks and an RBI. Last time she was up, she walked with the bases loaded. Now she's up with 1 on, 1 out. The pitch. That's low, 1 ball and no strikes. Ledig on first base has 11 stolen bases this year. Mickey Garcia up right now, came into the game hitting 349. And she got her 15th RBI in her last at-bat. Here's the pitch. And that's low. 2 balls and no strikes. Nope, they actually ruled that a late strike. 1-1. Very late strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch to Garcia. And she hits it to short. Carly Short steps on second, fires to first, double play. That will do it for the top of the 7th inning. And Oak Ridge runs into the dugout with energy, headed to the bottom of the 7th inning. Double play to end the inning. 2-1 Inderkum. We're headed to the bottom of the 7th right here on Max Preps, powered by Game Mike.
What's up, everyone? Thanks for listening in to Game Mike. Action should resume as soon as your broadcaster is ready to go. This is Game Mike.
Max Preps is America's source for high school sports, and we're looking for more broadcasters out there that have an interest in providing live audio from their high school events. No experience needed, but it can be gained. Email socialmp@cbsinteractive.com.
Hello and welcome back. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up here from Sacramento State University, where Inderkum leads Oak Ridge 2-1. Thank you for joining me today. I'm Thomas Fry of Max Preps here for the Division I Sac Joaquin Section Championship. We are headed to the bottom of the 7th inning. Oak Ridge has their 5, 6, and 7 hitters coming up this inning. Sam Alckman, the freshman, slated to hit first, followed by Carmen Montes de Oca, and she's been on a tear this postseason. And then Maddie Ridge scheduled to hit third. Here's the first pitch, and that is high for ball 1 to Alckman. Stoll back on the mound for Inderkum. 1 ball, no strikes. Here is the pitch. And that one is in there for strike 1. That one looked a little bit high, but they call it a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. And then you have Ponderosa in that game in the bottom of the 7th with 2 outs. Strike 2, Alckman swings and misses. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the Trojans leadoff hitter. 1 and 2. Stoll came in to start the 5th inning. She struck out 4 since. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Alckman. And Alckman pops that one back up and foul into the seats. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And wow, according to the Game Changer app, Ponderosa has won 1-0 over Central Catholic, and the Bruins are section champions. Back here, though, Alckman, 1-2 count. That one's in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Sam Alckman. Alckman came into the game hitting .386. She's 0 for 2 today. 8 hits this postseason, though. And she's on a 6-game hitting streak, looking to extend that still. Here's the pitch. Fouls that one back, just gets a piece of that one. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Alckman, who's hanging around. Big at bat for a freshman. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Alckman calls time, and she's back in the box now. Here's the pitch. And that one's low. Full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Alckman was down 1-2 in the count. She's fought back. Full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the freshman. Here's the pitch. And she grounds it. And it gets through. No, the shortstop gets it. Fires to first. Not in time. Alckman back safe. Alckman ran past the bag and then got back safe. That went past the third baseman, but the shortstop was there. And Alckman is on with a leadoff single, and that extends her hitting streak to 7 games. And Alckman on first base. She has 1 stolen base this season, as Inderkum is having a meeting in the circle with the head coach. As Carmen Montes de Oca gets ready to step into the batter's box. 0 for 2 today, but she came into the game with a .242 batting average. 5 hits this postseason. And folks, we have got a good one. 2-1 Inderkum.
Number 24, Carmen Montes de Oca.
2-1 Inderkum. Bottom of the 7th. Oak Ridge with a runner on first. Nobody out. As Montes de Oca steps in, she shows bunt, and she puts down the bunt. The third baseman throws over first, and then thrown away. That ball was the outfielder was there, so the runner on first wasn't able to advance. But Alckman kept running, and she made it to third. First and third, nobody out for the Trojans. What a bunt there by Montez de Oca. She is now the winning run at first base. Alkman at third is the tying run. Bottom of the 7th inning, nobody out. And here comes Maddie Ridge. Ridge walked in her first at bat. 4 hits this postseason. First team all league. Maddie Ridge, the junior, digging in from the left side of the plate. Nobody out. Runners on the corners for the Trojans. 2-1 Inderkum. All right, everyone's set. Here is the pitch from Stoll. And that one is high. 1 ball and no strikes to Ridge. Her last 2 at-bats, she worked the count full in each of them, 3 and 2. She got out in the first one and walked in the last one. 1 ball, no strikes. 2-1 Inderkum. Here's the pitch. And that one's in there. Strike. 1 ball and 1 strike to Ridge. On deck, Gia Almont, the left fielder. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ridge. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the junior first baseman. 1 and 2. Ridge takes a second, composes herself, steps into the box. Stoll is set. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1 down here in the 7th. And that's Stoll's 5th strikeout of the afternoon. And here comes Gia Almont, the left fielder. 0 for 2 today. She has 3 postseason hits and came into the game hitting .292. Here is the pitch. And she chops it to short. They fire to first. She's safe. The bases are loaded. She beat the throw, sprinted down to first. The shortstop fielded it, and Almont turned on the Jets, and the bases are loaded with 1 out. And here comes Kaiden Walker, the 9-hitter. Infield single. Bases are... No, the run scored, I'm sorry, on that play. So Oak Ridge has tied up the ball game. RBI hit by Gia Almont, and this game is tied. 2-2 in the 7th inning. 1 out. Runner on second. Runner on first. 2 runners on. And here's Kaiden Walker. 0 for 2 today. She swings and misses. She has 4 hits in the postseason. Carmen Montes de Oca stands on second. She is the winning run. 1 out. No balls and 1 strike. The leadoff hitter, Scalaney, on deck. Here's the pitch. Fouls that one back. Walker. 0 and 2. We're all tied up 2-2 here in the 7th inning. Almont on the last at-bat grounded to short. They went to first. Did not get her in time, and the run scored to tie up the game. Runners on first and second. 1 out. 0-2 count to Kaiden Walker, the junior. Walker, 5 RBIs on the year. Here's the pitch. And she pops that one up, and it is playable and caught by the first baseman. 2 down, and here comes Jessica Scalaney. 2-2, bottom of the 7th inning. Scalaney up with runners on first and second. Scalaney hitting from the left side of the plate. 2-2, 2 runners on, 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch. Scalaney grounds that one foul. 0 and 1. Scalaney is 0 for 2 today with a walk, and she scored a run. 2-2. Oak Ridge has tied this game up in the 7th inning. Here's the pitch. And Scalaney lifts that one, and it drops in for a hit. They're going home. Montezoka, the play at the plate. They get her out. What a throw by the right fielder. Wow. What a throw. And this game's headed to extras. Montez de Oca was almost in there, but great throw by the right fielder. And that was Helena Batista, the freshman right fielder out there. Fielded that one, fired to the plate, and they got the out. So this game's tied. We are headed to the 8th inning. We are in extras in the Division I Sac Joaquin Section Championship game. It's a thriller here. We'll take a quick break and be back for the 8th.
1 run, 2 hits, 1 Inderkum error.
Hey everyone, this is Chris Rivas, co-founder of Game Mike. Thank you for listening in. Game Mike was built so any school, any program, any sport, anytime can create a live audio broadcast. We believe audio brings moments to life. Download Game Mike today in the app and Google Play Store. Game Mike, it's in the emotions.
What's up, everyone? Thanks for listening in to Game Mike. Action should resume as soon as your broadcaster is ready to go. This is Game Mike.
Max Preps.
Hello and welcome back 2-2, heading into the 8th inning. Oak Ridge tied it up, and then they almost won the game. But the freshman right fielder, Helena Batista, with a throw over life to home to throw out the runner. What a throw that was. And we are all tied up heading into the 8th. And both teams have the heart of their lineups coming up in the 8th inning. Inderkum has their 3, 4, 5 hitters. Oak Ridge will have their 2, 3, and 4 hitters. We're in the 8th. And here's Samantha Stoll, the senior, leading it off. She is 0 for 3 today. The first pitch is high for a ball from Ellison Schroeder, out here to pitch the 8th. 1-0. Oak Ridge tied it up in the 7th. And this game's in extra innings. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch, and Stoll grounds it. Foul. Great backhand there by Maddie Ridge, but they rule it a foul ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Stoll came into the game hitting .412. As another train is headed by on the tracks behind me. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. And that ball is low and in the dirt. 2-1 to Stoll. What a game this is. 2-2. Division I Sac Joaquin Section Championship game. And we are in extra innings between Inderkum and Oak Ridge. It's the last section softball game of the year. Everything else is complete. 2-1. Here's the pitch. And she fouls that one back. 2-2. We'll do it again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Schroeder has pitched a complete game so far. She has 4 strikeouts today. What a game by her. 2-2. Here's the pitch. She checks her swing. Did she go? No, they didn't. They checked down at first, and it is a full count now, 3-2. Nobody on, nobody out here in the top of the 8th inning. We are in extra innings here in the Division I Sac Joaquin Section Championship game. What a 7th it was. Full count pitch. Here's the payoff pitch from Schroeder. In there, strike 3 looking. That's Schroeder's 5th K of the day. And there's 1 down here in the 8th.
Now batting number 34, Riley Trujillo.
And here comes Riley Trujillo. She is 0 for 1 today with 2 walks. And her first walk led to a run. They've used the courtesy runner, and that runner ended up scoring. Here's the pitch. Trujillo takes strike 1, no balls and 1 strike. Trujillo has 7 home runs on the season. She also pitched the first 4 innings, allowing just 1 run, striking out 5. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. And that's in there, 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes from Schroeder. Schroeder in her 8th inning of work. 0-2. Here's the pitch. And that one's low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 7th ended on a play at the plate. Great throw by the Inderkum right fielder, the freshman Helena Batista. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And that almost hits her, but it's ball 2. That was up at the eye level. 2 balls and 2 strikes from Schroeder. 1 out here in the top of the 8th inning, all tied up at 2. Oak Ridge has their 2, 3, 4 hitters scheduled to hit in the 8th. 2-2. Here's the pitch. And she hits that one. Diving catch by the second baseman. What a play there. 2 down here. Jessica Scalaney dove and caught that ball. 2 outs. And here comes Alexandra Jocks.
Now batting
1 for 2 today.
Alexandra Jocks.
1 for 2 today with a successful bunt. And she is up with 2 outs in the top of the 8th. Here is the pitch. Inside, 1 ball, and nope, they call that a strike, 0-1. No balls and 1 strike to Jocks from Schroeder. Pitch. And it is outside, 1 ball and 1 strike to Jocks. Schroeder in her 8th inning of work has pitched magnificent today. 5 strikeouts, 2 runs allowed. She has got through the tough part of the orders. And that ball is high. 2 balls and a strike now to Jocks. Two and 1, 2 outs. Top of the 8th inning. Here's Schroeder's pitch. And that's high, 3-1. Jocks has 1 home run this season. When she gets on base, she has 5 stolen bases, just a sophomore. 3 balls, 1 strike. The pitch. She pops that one up. It could be tough, but it's caught in right field for the final out of the inning. We're headed to the bottom of the 8th. Oak Ridge has their 2, 3, and 4 hitters coming up. We'll see if they can get it done. You're listening to Max Preps, powered by Game Night.
I really want to be a sports broadcaster, but not sure how to get started.
Have you done any broadcasting before?
No, but I know I need experience, but just not sure how.
You should really download the Game Mic app. It allows anyone to create and broadcast at any time.
What games can I call?
Any youth sporting event. You can even share it out with family and friends so they can listen in.
That sounds great. I'll download today.
Hey everyone, this is Chris Rivas, co-founder of Game Mike. Thank you for listening in. Game Mike was built so any school, any program, any sport, anytime can create a live audio broadcast. We believe audio brings moments to life. Download Game Mike today in the app and Google Play Store. Game Mike, it's in the emotions.
What's up, everyone? Thanks for listening into Game Mike.
Hello and welcome back. Bottom of the 7th inning. About to get underway. Leading it off for the Trojans, it's the freshman center fielder, Emery Glaser. 1 for 3 today with a double, and she will lead off this inning. She's hitting a .333 on the season, 15 RBIs, 6 doubles. She has 5 hits in the postseason. As Samantha Stoll, back out for a 4th inning of work. She had a clean slate until that 7th when Oak Ridge got 1 run across.
The center fielder, number 2, Emery Glaser.
And, all right, Stoll, her warm-up pitches are set. And Glaser steps into the right side of the batter's box. The freshman, big at bat for a freshman. And here is the first pitch. And she hits it to third, diving play. They throw to first. It's in the dirt, and she's safe. Infield single to start the inning for Glaser. And there's 1 on with nobody out. And the big bats are coming up right now. Carly Short, 3 home runs for Short. She's 1 for 3 on the day. 3 home runs on the season for the sophomore shortstop, hitting .373. Brooklyn Parator waiting on deck for the Trojans. 1 on, nobody out. Glaser on first has 4 stolen bases this season. Here's the pitch. She shows bunt, pulls back, and it was high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0. Oak Ridge has 10 section championships in their history, but the last one came in 2010 looking to break a long streak. Short bunts it down. Fielded by the first baseman, throws the first for the out. Glacier moves over to second. Glacier, the winning run is on second base as Brooklyn Parator comes up to bat.
Batting the catcher, number 7, Brooklyn Parator.
We'll see what they do, and it looks like they're walking her. So they intentionally walk Parator, and that sets up Alekman coming up with 1 out and 2 base runners on. Alekman 1 for 3 on the season, on the day, extended her hitting streak to 7 games, and hitting .386 on the year. Here's the first pitch. She swings and misses. 2 runners on, 1 out. Carmen Montes de Oca waits on deck here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Extra innings. Alekman down 0-1 is set. Here's the pitch. And that one's in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. She's right into third. This is the one play at third. And she's safe. What a play there by Glacier. She kept running and made it into third. 1-1 count. And Parator also moved over to second. So it's second and third now with 1 out. 1 ball, 1 strike to Alekman. What are they going to do? Are they going to walk her? And they walk Alekman intentionally. Bases are loaded now with 1 out. And here comes Carmen Montes de Oca. Big hit in the last inning. She has 6 playoff hits this year.
Now batting the third baseman, number 24, Carmen Montes de Oca.
Montes de Oca had 3 hits in the second round win over Franklin. 2 hits in the first round win over River City. She's up right now with a chance to win the section title. And she hits it to third. They throw home. They get her at first, at home. They throw to first. And she's safe at first, just barely in time. And the catcher is holding her knee, but they get the leadoff runner there. 2 outs. Bases are still loaded. Montes de Oca reaches on the fielder's choice. That play was a hit, and they went home right away. Got the force play there, threw to first, nearly got that base runner. And Maddie Ridge is coming up. The junior first baseman is 0 for 2 today with a walk. First team all-league, 4 playoff hits, and she has a chance right here. Bases loaded.
First baseman, number 16, Maddie Ridge.
Bases loaded, bottom of the 8th inning. Ridge has a chance to break the tie. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Ridge hits it. Foul. Ripped that one down the line. Foul. Exploded off her bat. 0-1. Brooklyn Parator on third. Sam Alekman on first. Carmen Montes de Oca on first. Alekman's on second. And Ridge hits it. And it's through. It's in. And Oak Ridge wins the ball game. They win the section championship. Maddie Ridge with a walk-off hit to win the ball game. And Oak Ridge wins the game 3-2 in the 8th inning. They were down 2-1 in the 7th. Score 1 in the 7th. And then Maddie Ridge gets the game-winning hit. And Brooklyn Parator scores to win the ball game. Oak Ridge is section champions. 3-2. And the crowd is giving a standing ovation to both teams, Inderkum fans and Oak Ridge fans. What a ball game. Oak Ridge wins 3-2 in the 8th. Ellison Schroeder, complete game, 8 innings. Gets the win. And then Maddie Ridge got that game-winning hit. What a way to end her season. Maddie Ridge, as the teams are shaking hands right now. So Oak Ridge wins D1. Whitney won D2. Ponderosa won D3. And, yeah, wow. What a game here. Oak Ridge wins 3-2 in the 8th. And,
game here today.
Yeah, what a ball game. 3-2 victory for Oak Ridge, their 10th section championship in school history. And thank you for joining me today. I'm Thomas Fry, Max Preps. And what a game this was. Oak Ridge wins 3-2 in extra innings, 8 innings. And yeah, thank you for joining me. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. And what a ball game this was. Thank you.